and today's my topic is power of association. So जब हम अपने बच्चों को एडमिशन दिलाते हैं स्कूल में, तो हम श्योर करते हैं कि हमारा बच्चा किन बच्चों के साथ में टाइम स्पेंड कर रहा है, राइट? क्यों? क्योंकि हम चाहते हैं कि उसको अच्छा एसोसिएशन मिले, वो अच्छी चीजें लर्न करे, राइट? सो जब हम अपने बच्चों के लिए ये रूल्स फॉलो करते हैं, तो अपने लिए क्यों नहीं? बिकॉज आपको पता है आपका जो एसोसिएशन है, आपका जो सर्कल है, वो आपकी लाइफ में कितना इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है। और आपको अपने सर्कल, जो भी आपके फ्रेंड सर्कल है, या फिर आपके रिलेटिव्स हैं, या फिर आपके जो भी एसोसिएशन में, उन पे आपका इतना ट्रस्ट होता है कि वो जो भी बोलेंगे आप इजिली उसको सुनोगे और उसको फॉलो करेंगे, राइट? सो कुछ लोग सोचते हैं कि भाई मैं इतना पॉजिटिव हूँ, मैं क्यों, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि कोई भी एसोसिएशन हो, कितना भी नेगेटिव हो, कैसा भी हो, बट मैं इतना पॉजिटिव हूँ कि मुझे उसका इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा। सो लेट्स टेक अ एग्जांपल। एक कैबिन है, उसमें 5 पीपल्स हैं, एक को मलेरिया है, एक को डेंगू है, एक को टाइफाइड है, एक को चिकनगुनिया है, राइट? अब आप उस कैबिन के अंदर एंटर करते हो, क्या होगा? आप बाहर आओगे तो कोई ना कोई वायरस आपके साथ आएगा, इंडिविजुअली आपको पता ही नहीं चलेगा, राइट? सो कैसे एसोसिएशन इम्पैक्ट किया यहाँ पे? सेकंड वन एग्जांपल, यू ऑल हर्ड अबाउट रामायण स्टोरी, राइट? व्हाट हैपेंड? केकई सब जानते हैं, दशरथ की जो थर्ड रानी थी, सबसे छोटी, ठीक है, उनकी वाइफ किस पे ज्यादा ट्रस्ट करती थी? मंथरा पे। मंथरा क्यों? क्यों उनको उनकी केयर करती थी, स्टार्टिंग से वो एज अ मदर उनको ट्रीट करती थी, इसलिए उनकी बात को वो टाल नहीं सकती थी। तो उन्होंने उनसे क्या बोला कि आप राम को 14 इयर्स का वनवास दे दो एंड भरत को राज्य दे दो। इससे पहले सब कुछ बिल्कुल सही चल रहा था, सब लोग इतने हैप्पी थे, जो राजा राम थे उनका राज्याभिषेक होने वाला था, सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा चल रहा था। बट सडन क्या हुआ कि केकई ने मंथरा की बात को एक्सेप्ट किया और उसके बाद में उस पे एक्शन लेना स्टार्ट किया, और फाइनली क्या हुआ कि जो राम राज्य था वो बिखर के रह गया। राम को 14 इयर्स का वनवास हो गया एंड दशरथ जी भी एक्सपायर कर गए, सब कुछ चेंज हो गया। क्यों? क्योंकि जो आपका एडवाइजर था वो रॉन्ग था, रॉन्ग एसोसिएशन, रॉन्ग कंपनी, रॉन्ग एडवाइजर ने सब कुछ चेंज कर दिया। एंड सेकंड वन इज, यू ऑल हर्ड अबाउट महाभारत स्टोरी, राइट? क्या हुआ था? सब कुछ सही था हस्तिनापुर में, 5 पांडव थे, दुर्योधन था, उनके ब्रदर थे, सब कुछ सही चल रहा था। लेकिन दुर्योधन का एसोसिएशन किससे था? उनके मामा जी से, जिनका नाम था शकुनी। क्या हुआ? उसने सब कुछ चेंज कर दिया, और आप सबको पता है कि एक मात्र रॉन्ग एसोसिएशन ने पूरा महाभारत करवा दिया। तो इस टाइप से होता है आपका एसोसिएशन। तो फर्स्ट you choose your association, then your association will make your future. तो अगर आपका एसोसिएशन आप राइट चूज करते हो तो आपका फ्यूचर भी ब्राइट होगा। आप सोच के देखो, आप उन लोगों के साथ में एसोसिएट रहते हो जिनका कोई डायरेक्शन नहीं, जिनका कोई गोल नहीं है, कोई लाइफ में कुछ करना नहीं चाहते। ऐसे लोग हर जगह आपको मिलेंगे, हर गली में, हर मोहल्ले में, हर घर में, हर रिलेटिव्स में वो मिल जाएंगे आपको। लेकिन ऐसे पर्सन जो इनका कोई गोल है, जो अपने ड्रीम्स को अचीव करने में लगे हुए हैं, उनके पास टाइम नहीं होता है, इसलिए वो आपको बहुत रेयर मिलेंगे। आप उनके साथ में डेफिनेटली फर्स्ट टाइम अगर आते हो तो आपको अनकंफर्टेबल फील होगा, बट मेक श्योर कि वही पर्सन है जो आपको आपके ड्रीम को अचीव करने में आपकी हेल्प करेंगे, और आपको उनके साथ में बाद में कंफर्टेबल फील होने लगेगा। तो फर्स्ट all learnings is here, that take care your association, because your association can make you and can break you. It's depend on you. That's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Amazing, Lalita ji. I think your talk is being improving day by day, every single time, and definitely you hosting a kids book club shows that आपका अपना talk polish करके लोगों के life में validation डालना पूरा अच्छे से आपने share किया, Lalita ji. Thank you so much for sharing this amazing topic with multiple examples.
Thank you, Priya.
So we can go to the next speaker. So guys, you can raise your hand in case you're ready with your topic, or else I can call next. So Puran, you want to go next?
Okay.
Okay, great. I'll just spotlight you. Puran, you're not visible. I think आपका virtual background थोड़ा सा वो हो जा रहा है आपको.
Yeah, I'm not visible, but I don't know what to do about it.
It's okay. It's okay. You can go ahead with this. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. I'm here to talk about the topic called Desire from a book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The author talks about burning desire, burning desire is what makes dreams come true. You cannot just simply wish and hope for something to happen. You need to work towards it. You need to put all your efforts, your energies, and your willpower to make something happen. So I am going to talk about my personal experience of starting my business venture. It was my childhood dream to start my business venture. I set up a interior design and construction business. Um, I um, um, I had to go through. I had to go through several hurdles to um, set up my business. I did not have the technical expertise to start the business in the first place. I did not have the sales expertise to get customers. I did not. My father fell severely ill when I was in the process of setting my business. The all responsibility of taking care of him came on to me. Uh, on top of everything, I myself fell mentally ill. I had to go through a mental. I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed with a mental illness. I was bedridden for a very long time while I was setting up my business. So, uh, so what kept me going through the entire thing was the very was basically the burning desire of wanting to set up my business at any cost, and making sure that I see through the day. So basically, this is the basic mantra to achieve all big dreams. Also, the thing that we desire the most, some of us at least, that is the desire of wealth. So basically, we need to be saturated with the desire for money. We need to have a burning desire for it. We need to plan for it, and we have to imagine that we are going to acquire it. Uh, this is this is the first step, basically, to achievement of all big dreams and the dream of wealth. Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, Puran. I think it didn't seem like that you're talking for the first time because your experience was speaking. And trust me, आपने जितना struggle face किया, I'm sure 80% लोग इतना नहीं, most people would not have faced that much of struggle. And your persistence towards your goal shows that you had a burning desire. No matter whatever happened, challenges came, but still you persisted. Definitely, यार इतना बैंगलोर में लोगों की जो IT jobs है, that is much more simpler. Google will help everyone to find out the right work, but what you've spoken is not that easy to implement, and that is where the burning desire comes into the picture. Thank you so much, Puran, for sharing.
Thank you.
Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Okay, who's next? Okay, I think कोई भी हाथ नहीं उठा रहा, ठीक है, मुझे ही बुलाना पड़ेगा. अच्छा, ठीक है. Okay, so Samiksha, you want to go next?
No, Kiran, I just need some time. So would you please
just message me, Samiksha, okay? When you're ready, just message me. I'll take you once you're ready. Okay, so we'll go to the next speaker then. Saurabh, are you ready with the topic?
Yeah, I am. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
Hello everyone. My name is Saurabh, and today I would like to share a topic looking for a better way from what to say when you talk to yourself from Shad Hamstetter. So every one of us, we want a best life, best opportunities, and we want every of our dreams to be fulfilled. That brings us a lot of happiness, success, and everything that we desire. But what happens in our life is that we believe that we have to attain a lot of success and a lot of happiness, but it doesn't happen. So why does it happen? Why did the thing didn't turn up the way how we wanted it to be? And uh, what are the things that are holding us back? Because when we are kid, we have a you know desires, like we will be becoming this, we will be becoming that in our life, and in the run of life, what happens that those desire, those our opportunities, uh, that shed away somewhere. So here, author Shad Hamstetter, he says that he also had a lot of desires in his life. He wanted to touch stars and had a good desires to attain success, but he didn't get those. So what he did, he studied some kind of human behavior, and he said that in our life, what happens that most of the time we heard the word like we cannot do this, we should not do this, and it is taught, and it sits up in our head in such a manner that we sacrifice our dream, we underestimate ourselves, and believing in those words, we work on the life like everyone. We work on to live life like everyone, for the race of survival. Okay, that's one thing about human behavior. So we follow people, and we believe that whatever they are saying, it is true. And second thing he did study was motivational marketing. So there are people who are doing things even when they don't want to do it. So what is happening? They are doing it with force. So someone is forcing them to do that. So these two things he studied over here: human behavior and motivational marketing. And he said that we can accomplish and we can get all the success in this world, but what we have to do is we have to manage ourselves to accomplish all the things that I want in my life. So that is what I wanted to share about this. Thank you.
Amazing, Saurav. The first chapter itself, the topic itself is very interesting. Looking for a better way. हम सब लोग किसी ना किसी चीज में अटक जाते हैं. We are stuck in our own mindset, and that is where the topic highlights that where are you stuck in your life. And definitely Saurav will cover in the upcoming book how to get out of it. That is the crux. Thank you so much, Saurav, for sharing your topic. Great. So before going to the next speakers, we can quickly take the introduction. I think a lot of new people have joined today for the first time. So guys, people who have joined for the first time, you can unmute yourself and share your quick introduction. Who invited you, your name, your profession, and where are you joining from? That is fine. I think there are a couple of new people. Ashok, if you're new, you can unmute yourself and you can share your name and profession and who invited you.
Thanks, Kiran. I'm Ashok.
Expect anything from others, we need to do something for them. So do for others, then only you will get help from others. Take the initiative. O is for teach only what you believe. If you are doing, don't have passion for something you are doing, or you are sustaining on borrowed beliefs, that will not last longer because that won't have power or passion in it. H is humility.
I think there's some internet issues again.
Things that have, and
Jiju, your voice is not audible. It's breaking.
Yeah, there is some network problem, Kiran, I guess.
Yeah. Shall I again call you in the end, Jiju? If you can just check it out, your internet.
Yeah,
fine?
sure, no issues.
I'll just invite you again in the end. Maybe you can summarize the topic then.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. I think, Dilip, Chachu and Chachi are ready. I think they're very wonderful topic to share. It's a special topic and they're speaking together for the first time. So it'll be amazing. Let's hear. Great. Good, Chachu.
I told you, right? whatever the maid asks, give her.
Chachu, you're on.
Why did you not? Why did you left?
Okay, that's very funny. Just a second.
I told you, right?
Just a second. I can't hear. Yeah. Go ahead, Chachu. Yeah.
I told you, right? Whatever the maid asks, give her. Why did you allow her to leave? And then why are you overreacting now? Come on, now don't, please don't ask for another maid.
I am overreacting. Did you listen to me? Do you understand what challenges I am facing daily?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. We are Dilip and Gayatri. And today's our topic is men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
जैसे होता है ना, जैसे डे टू डे लाइफ है हमारा, जैसे बोथ पर्सन्स अटेंशन मतलब उनका इंटेंशन गुड रहता है बट एटीट्यूड इज मिसिंग रहता है, और उन दोनों को अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए वो एटीट्यूड मिसिंग रहता है. मेन ऑफर सॉल्यूशन एंड इनवैलिड फीलिंग्स व्हिच वुमेन्स ऑफर अननेसेसरी एडवाइस एंड डायरेक्शंस.
Exactly what happens, what is happening when a situation gets worst?
जैसे वोमेन को कैसा रहता है, जैसे हस्बैंड घर पे आए तो ऐसा शुरू हो जाता है अपना, आज दिन भर का ये हुआ वो हुआ, उनको टाइम भी नहीं देते रिकवर करने के लिए. आज वोमेन टेन ऑल आवर problems day to day life without break, without realizing that men is not in a condition that to receive and understand. This common complaint women have about men is not don't listen or completely ignores her. So when he speaks to him, he listens a few bits and becomes और बन जाते हैं क्या Mr. Fix It.
So when a woman is talking about her problems per day, men assume that she is looking for solutions. Okay. So and we as a man, we start giving solutions without understanding the actual requirement, what she wants to convey. And instead of understanding her, and we what you should do instead, we should recognize what she is exactly looking for and what she is about to share, and what she needs to needs. So we need to, instead of trying to understand her, trying to listen her, we give the unwanted solution. That's they don't want the solution, but they just want to share their feelings, what has happened throughout the day. So these are the kind of issues are commonly we have at our home. And what is the result? Result is misinterpreting the situation, and arguments starts, and that goes towards a different direction. So what happens then, and how we can overcome this kind of situation? So this book, Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, this book helps us to recognize the problem in detail, and how men and women are different, and how they're feeling, they perceive and react, how they respond, how they love, and what they need, and how they appreciate each other. Those kind of things we'll understand better. So, and also what happens, we can for any situation happens, we can interpret the situation better. So not only that, the main, whatever discussion happens, whatever they want, we should understand the mistake, and we don't take whatever mistakes happen, we don't take it seriously. So these are all the few things happening, and again what happens, we assume that if our partner love us, and they will react and behave in the certain way, and the way I react, the way I love, the similar kind of love and reaction I expect from them. But since men are men and men are from Mars, and again, men have come from a different house. You can tell them from Mars, and the women has come from a different house that can be Venus. So their look, their taste, their all the things, feelings, everything are different. So we need to first, before getting into any kind of argument, we need to first try to understand what exactly the situation, what the subject matter, and then based on the requirement, we should give our suggestion, and that is how your understanding will get better. So what happens when a woman loves a man, she feels that she feels responsible, more responsible, and she before asking, you can say it's you for some time, many time it says that unwanted solution, unwanted you can say uh, unwanted solution they try to because they see that, okay, my man is maybe under trouble, and maybe I can help her, I can help him. That is with that feeling she used to come up with her solution. But unnecessarily what we see that I have a more experience in life than you, so this kind of feeling comes there. So these are all the common problems that can be solved when we understand the situation, when we try to understand, listen to her. So then only we can get into a solution, and the love and the affection will be more, and we are perceive about a particular situation will be different, and we can enjoy life with love. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing, amazingly spoken, चाचा. In fact, for a moment I thought यार आप सच्ची में झगड़ रहे हो. मुझे लगा कि ये acting चल रहा है, क्या चल रहा है, मतलब खतरनाक acting. Amazingly grabbed the attention. मतलब for a moment I even in fact thought कि सच्ची में कोई maid नहीं आई क्या कोई. So, it was really amazing. It was really
Actually, we wanted to make it little bit different.
Yes.
Really good effort. In fact, साथ में बोलना itself is a tricky thing. And आपने पहली बार I think you spoke together for the first time.
और मैं पहली बार ही बोल रही हूँ बुक क्लब में.
बहुत अच्छा बोलिए, बहुत अच्छा बोले, बहुत अच्छा लगा. And thank you so much for narrating. I think आपको ऐसे ऐसे टॉपिक देते रहेंगे फिर, you know, you can add a lot of value.
Actually, no. Here, we were trying to find out the issue, what kind of issue. Try to expose the kind of issue people are having and how it is getting serious in later period. Because it's few people in our life also are few of my friends also facing this kind of solution, and this kind of issue goes to up till divorce.
True.
So this is very important topic, and one should get this book and read.
Absolutely, Jaju. Thank you so much for sharing your topic. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Mahima, will you go next? If you are prepared with the topic.
Yeah.
Just a second. Yeah, Mahima, go ahead.
So, hi everyone. The topic that I'm going to talk about is basically the second chapter from How to Win Friends and Influence People. So this topic basically talks about appreciating people and valuing the people in your life for the small things that they do for you, and also the bigger things. So there are basically 7 to 8 very important things that any person always requires in life to be happy. The first 5 to 6 are basic requirements like food, health, well-being of their family, sleep, and the intimacy. Those are important things. But something that a lot of people don't realize that any human being requires is the need for importance, the need to feel that they are important in their circles around their entire life. So what generally happens is if you're able to appreciate people, if you're able to make people feel that you are taking their presence very positively in life, they feel that your presence is very calming, and they prefer being around you because they feel that anything that they do, you would appreciate it and you would find the good in that. So just to give you a couple of examples from life, like when I look at my dad, every time I have to go somewhere to meet my friends, irrespective of how far I have to go or how far I have to travel, my father makes it a point to drop me or pick me up from there at any time in the night, even if it's 1 in the night, 2 in the night. He wakes up, he comes and picks me up. It's not because of safety or anything. He just feels that this small thing will help me with a lot of trouble in terms of, coming back home or booking a cab. So these kind of things makes me appreciate his presence. Sometimes when I tell him I don't want him to come and pick me up or I'll come back on my own, he feels bad. He feels that when I can do it, why do you want to do it? Why do you want to come back on your own? So small things like this, where people feel that their presence or their help is important to us, it makes them feel appreciated. It makes them feel good about themselves also. Also, what happens is when you look at more of a professional environment, like I'm in sales. So when I'm talking to a customer, I have to try to give my entire attention, my entire focus on that one customer so that he feels that I'm not getting distracted. So when the customer talks to me, he should understand that it is not only important for me to sell something to that customer, but it's also important for the company because of how much I'm valuing that customer's time also. So if you make a person feel that they are important, if you feel the person feel that they are being appreciated, then they always have this connection with you, which you're not able to get a lot with other people. And one very important thing is that most people try to do such things because they want to feel a sense of accomplishment. They want to feel important for themselves, so that there is a certain kind of satisfaction that you have when you do anything in life. So, like for example, there is a small NGO in Pune that teaches small kids coding. So, few of my friends were venturing out, and they asked me if there was any possibility if I could give some amount of money, just as tuition fee, and a lot of kids could study. So those kids don't know who is paying for the amount. They just know that there is someone who is willing to give you, the tuition money, and you can join. So there are a lot of kids who are studying coding that way, and they're able to actually develop a future. So I am doing it. I don't know who the child is. The child doesn't know who I am, but I have a sense of accomplishment every month that I have given something and I'm making any change in someone's life. So that is what is important. That's what this chapter talks about. That if you are able to do something for people without expecting something in return, if you're able to make people feel important, or if you're able to do something that makes you feel important about yourself, then you have a better, success rate when it comes to dealing with people.
Amazing. Great sharing, Mahima. Really nicely shared with real life examples. I think that really connected with a lot of us. And as usual, your flow of talk is amazing, and keep going. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. I think Vinay, are you prepared with your topic, Vinay?
Yeah, Kiran. Yeah.
If the network permits, Vinay, do you want to switch on your video as well? I'll spotlight you.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, perfect.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good evening. So yeah, I came after long back second talk. So today's my topic is how you are thinking big, the magic of big thinking. So actually, how you are think big means there is a question mark. So let's say you are going for thinking big. So you have to take as a positive. Until unless you are not thinking big, you are not going to start the work. Okay. And until unless you are not going to start the work, you are not going to become a success. So you have to take a challenge, not a negativity. Let's say someone are insulting you, so you don't go to for you don't take as a challenge, don't take as an insult, you go for challenge. So first story I will tell you how to think big. So I think someone read the Jaguar story, how to own a Jaguar, Tata Jaguar by Ratan. So he introduced Tata Indica car in 1998, but as a passenger car, but due to some initial performance, it was not successful. So Bill Ford project to take this Tata owned by means own this car and manufacturing in and there and Tata and some people went there for dealing, but he insulted why you are introduce this car if you don't know anything about business. But Tata take as a challenge and he came back, and after some time he owned Jaguar Tata, and Jaguar Tata is one of the best car, and is also going to profit Tata shares and all. So he's also making lots of profit in Tata Group. See, yeah. So you have to think big, and until unless you are not going to think big, you are not going to start the work. So there is a very famous phrases: "No work, no problem." Until unless you are not going work, there is no difficulty. You will not face the difficulties. So you have to think big. That will motivate to you work on that. So second, if you are not thinking big, there is no inventions. Just like today in the pandemic time, we are virtually talking, right? And people, if they are not thinking big, there is no inventions. And if you think, if it is this pandemic is happened 50, 60 years ago, can we make social distancing? No, because most of the people working from home due to inventions, due to thinking big, and they are not going to outside from home to purchasing the things, necessity things. So that's why you have to think big. That will introduce the inventions, that will introduce new technologies and all the things. So in the last, the conclusion is you are bigger than thinking. So it ultimately it ultimately becomes the thinking big. Yeah, that's all.
Superb, Vinay. I think the best part of your talk I always like is the confidence. The way you project yourself, your confidence in your talk reflects. And keep it up, Vinay, and yeah, keep going. And I'm sure, in next upcoming book clubs, we'll speak more topics on that.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vinay. So Vinay has set up that stage, how to think big. So I'll take up my topic. I have a very interesting topic for all of you. So Bhushan, if possible, can you spotlight me?
You are already spotlighted.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So yes, so my topic is pretty interesting because many of you are talking about success. कभी हम लोग failure के बारे में बात ही नहीं करते. And most of the time, our mind accepts what we should not do. अगर होता है ना कि let's say आपको कुछ चाहिए life में, आपको पता नहीं कि आप exactly life में क्या चाहते हो, but if I ask you this question, what you don't want in your life, at least इतना तो clarity लोगों के life में होता ही है. Similarly, there are a lot of things which really troubles people and which becomes a major causes of failure. So in this book of Think and Grow Rich, there's the list of failure list which yields people a misfortune in their life. It has given around 30 causes of failure, major failure. Today I'll be touching 5 major causes which will relate to all of you, and maybe next week I'll touch the rest as well. So the first and most important cause of anyone's failure in life is lack of well-defined purpose and aim above mediocrity. I think lack of well-defined purpose is pretty clear to all of you because you all are reading this desire chapter. ये सब कुछ chapter पढ़ के, goal पढ़ के हमको थोड़ा बहुत clarity तो मिल ही गया होगा. But then aiming above mediocrity. The biggest challenge is that हम लोग जब अपने लोगों के साथ when we are surrounded with common set of people, our mind starts thinking like them and we stay inside the status quo. I think the example which Puran gave, she actually challenged the mediocrity and she came above it. And that is the best example of having well-defined purpose. So if you don't have your well-defined purpose, you will start giving excuses to yourself. And with time, your dreams will become diluted and you'll start accepting life as it is. And then आप life बस जीने के लिए जीते रहोगे. So the first major cause of failure, in fact, book में लिखा है, first cause of failure is lack of well-defined purpose and not able to aim above mediocrity. The next example, the next reason is insufficient education or intolerance. So what does intolerance means? So intolerance is nothing but when anything new comes up in your life, anything कुछ नई चीज आती है, how do you respond to it? Are you a person who is very close-minded, or you're a person who is very curious to know what it is all about? And a person who is very close-minded seldomly gets ahead in his life, because intolerance means that one has stopped acquiring knowledge. And if you are in your life in a place where you feel you have arrived, that means you are in that state of mind where your failure are very, very near to you. And other point, what is insufficient education? Most of you are aware, as in society ki log koi degree kar liya, maybe some people do masters or PhD, that means he is very educated. But actually, to be honest, education is nothing but, if whatever goals you want to achieve in your life, for that particular goal, if you are able to accumulate the knowledge which is required to accomplish that goal, and you're able to apply that knowledge in the learning in your real life, that is when the real education comes into the picture. And the best part is that to assess if you're coming into the book club, if you're learning something, check yourself. Are you able to apply this learning in next coming 1 week? If you're going to Vijay's PM session, you're learning something, check in the next 1 week, are you able to apply this learning or not? Because if you're not, then the education which you're in your mind, you think that you're educated, but still the education is insufficient for you because you're not able to apply in that real life. And that is where in my life, I was in my life in that state. Initially, when I started my career, I want to do my own venture. I wanted to work on my idea, and my idea required my personality to be shifted. I was an introvert guy, but when I talked to Vijay, he told Kiran, you have to change your personality. You have to learn sales and marketing. You have to learn how to influence people. And how would you do that? The moment I got to know my gap, I didn't say कि यार ये तो मैंने कभी पढ़ा भी नहीं है, बचपन में किसी ने सिखाया भी नहीं है, मुझे तो बस टेक्निकल नॉलेज ही आता है, मैं क्यों सीखूं? But rather I realized कि I need to pick up the skills as and when go, so that I can grow successful in my life. And that is the reason I've been implementing these learnings almost 2 to 3 years. And today I've been speaking in front of all of you out of confidence is because of the failure I've gone through while applying this knowledge. And that is the next set of principles. The third one, lack of self-discipline or persistence. This is the most important aspect. People will have myths of self-discipline. Let me give you a simple line. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. अगर आप अपने आप को काबू में नहीं रख पाओगे, तो आप अपने आप आपको काबू रखेगा. So what happens is that if you don't control your life will control you. And that is where the self-discipline comes into the picture. And in fact, moreover, people are prone to give up at the first signs of defeat. Persistence का मतलब क्या होता है? आप कुछ नई चीज कर रहे हो and you started something new and you're not able to, and you got the rejection the first time, and the moment you got rejection, you're not able to handle and you quit. आपको लगता है कि क्यों ये झेलना, why should I go through this churning process, why should I go it, and you quit. And that is when the most people quit. 90% people quit. In fact, to appear for IIT exam also, you won't be surprised, 95% people actually clear IIT exam, because 10 lakh, if 10 lakh people apply those exam, most 95% people do not even prepare it thinking that they won't get selected. उनके दिमाग में already वो defeat मान जाते हैं, उसके बाद वो प्रिपेयर ही नहीं करते एग्जाम के लिए, and they won't even get selected. The rest 5% who fight for it, who work hard for it, they definitely get selected, because that is when the competition comes into the picture. The fourth point, uncontrolled desire for something for nothing. Man, this I am sure every one of you will have. For simple example, if you like to win a lottery, if you like to get something out of free of cost without any hard work, this is what it is. Uncontrolled desire for something for nothing. कुछ ना करके मुझे सब कुछ मिल जाए. And in fact, many people use this principle unknowingly in the stock market itself. Although the stock market is such a huge topic where you need to go through ups and downs and see how the market works, you understand the industry and everything, but without understanding the knowledge, people just blindly invest money wherever they want, and they fail, and then they think that they will win wealth out of it. And this is where the most important, because people look for shortcuts, and that is the most important aspect of your failure reasons. The last one, lack of capital. I think this is the most important reason for all people who are, who have a middle class background. And in fact, Vijay also covered this. The common reason of failure becomes for people who start any business or any venture or any investment without having a sufficient reserve capital to absorb the shock of their mistakes. Most of us are not expert in a particular area when we start something new. But then when we start something new, we don't have the reserve capital to absorb our failure mistakes. Imagine कीजिए आपने 20 लाख का investment डाला अपने business में, and you've never done any business of your life. इसका मतलब there are high chances that you will fail. No doubt you will definitely fail. But if you have a reserve capital with you, then at least you can absorb the shock of failure. And again, you can persist and take a new step. And because of this, most people, if you'll see, I'll just give you a very practical example. You go to LinkedIn, आप LinkedIn जाइए, उसमें आप type करना people from IIT, IIM or any good colleges and check out the profile. If you check out around 100 to 150 profile who are founder, co-founder, you'll see most people, they work for 2 to 3 years as being a co-founder, founder. उसके बाद everyone go to job. Why? Because they think that it is easy, they try it out, but then उसके बाद उनके पास पैसे नहीं होते to again start something new because they don't have the lack of capital. So these are the 4-5 reasons of failure reasons. You check it out, where do you fall, and if you are near to it, you can correct it out. And maybe next week I'll also cover 5 more reasons. Those are pretty much interesting. More reasons are there, and I hope you will prepare yourself with that and grow successful in life. So thank you so much for listening patient to me. This is what I wanted to speak today. Great. So we can move to the next topic then. Okay. Who was next? Shiva. Shiva, are you available? Can you speak your topic? Shiva, is my voice audible? Or if Shiva is not available, Karthik, can you go ahead with your topic? I'll spotlight you.
Kiran, can you give me 5 minutes? Just now I reached.
Sure. I'll call you maybe after 5-10 minutes. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So
shall Sana go first or shall I go?
I think, yeah, maybe Sahana, you can go. But before inviting Sahana, Sahana and Karthik are invited speakers. And definitely Karthik ka topic to aapko sabko pata hi hoga. Last week ka continuation rahega. It will be very interesting. And Sahana has been speaking, I think, how many book clubs you spoke, Sahana, till now? This week? 5?
Five, yeah. 5.
Sahana and Karthik have been speaking together on topic for almost 5 book clubs already. This is their, I think, 6th book club or 5th book club?
6th.
So they are all fired up. You can see that body language itself full of energy and excitement. So definitely, we are all excited to hear you guys. So go ahead. I'll just spotlight you. Yeah.
Am I audible, Kiran?
You're loud and clear.
Okay. So I'm sure you're all having a wonderful book club. I'm talking from a book, which is a $1 million book. It's Think and Grow Rich. And it's a part of the PIM syllabus as well. I'm sure, people who are starting will definitely start to read this. People have been there for a while. This is one of the, very important books, and you will read it. And I'm talking about a very, 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 very powerful force. It's our imagination. Imagine if whatever you thought came into reality. Would you ever think anything negative? No, right? So basically, imagination is the desire which takes a form, a shape, and it comes into action. This is what imagination is. And there are 2 types of imagination. I will just share my screen. One second. Screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, so imagination, it's the workshop of the mind. There are 2 types. So the first one is synthetic imagination. So this is where you take existing concepts and amalgamate and rearrange them into a new combination. This creates nothing. It simply works with ideas and material which is already present. It is pretty simple, right? So you already have some preset information in our minds. It could be a past experience, an idea that we have already worked upon, or education, anything of that sort comes into this synthetic imagination part of the brain. The most important thing is the creative imagination. After we being in the synthetic imagination for over a period of time, and we really need to find new ways to our problems, that's when creative imagination comes into picture. What this actually means is the finite mind of a man has a communication to the infinite intelligence. What is that? So there is something that is already there, that is already definite, and it is actually the reach to the next level. And it is by this faculty all new ideas are handed over to a man. You get new ideas, all the things that are there around you. It could be the power, it could be the vehicles, it could be your phones. All of these are results of beautiful imaginations. Now, if I said that, you know, like I said in the beginning, anything that you imagined came into a reality in front of you. Would you ever think negative? God has actually given us something so powerful that, you know, the moment you think, it can come into you can visualize and start thinking about it. And in fact, well, we were doing our Dream MRP, which is a part of the PGP program now, for quite some time now. I think it's been 2 to 3 weeks. So we were doing our Dream MRP, and synthetic imagination gave me only, I think, about 6, if I could count, in the 30 list. And I'm like, is this all? And we actually planned our time about half an hour. We both sat for close to 2.5 to 3 hours to fill our 30 dreams. And trust me, each dream that we elaborated and wrote is such a beautiful picture in my mind that I know that I will do it. And I know that the action is set now. You know, my destination is there, and I am here, and I know the path because I'm imagining it, and I'm actually visualizing it, reading it, rereading it slowly and powerfully into my mind. And I'll tell you, it is so important. So it's like, the imagination is like a force that, the man can possess, any human being that can possess it's that powerful. And the most important, the most wonderful nation in this world is imagination. And the only thing that you need to do is give an exercise to it. Imagine beautiful things in your mind. Start thinking more nice things around you. See where you will stand 10 years ahead. And when we were doing our Dream MRP, I was like, is it really possible? That was my synthetic mindset, synthetic imagination. I'm like, no. Karthik kept telling me, no, think. And I actually thought out of the box, and I didn't even think that I could make such a dream. And when I saw the list and when I saw the actual MRP to it, I'm like, oh God, this requires so much. And I'll tell you, if that imagination comes into reality, the feeling is amazing. Because the moment I feel it is because all successful people, to get there, they've definitely imagined through the process how they would be on such a day, or how they would look like, how they would speak. In fact, Kiran was talking about the Enchanted Kettle, the story of Coca-Cola. So that was also a result of imagination. And if we take so many things like that, even Thomas Alva Edison, we are living here in light is because of them. The cameras that you click pictures with, in fact, the laptop you're sitting in front of them are all results of imagination. If ever you have a chance, please revisit your dreams. Please go through them, see how beautifully you can come with an answer to it, and give an exercise to your mind. Because if those get stuck, like rotten, dreams, they will sit there. We should not be like that. We need to get hard on ourselves. This actually, when I was reading this, reminded me of Three Idiots, because he started his journey with the synthetic mindset, with the synthetic imagination, but his creative imagination led to, being Phuntsuk Wangdu, where he had his, classmate reach out to him because of his creativity. And you see that school, it's about learning how they live, like the creative ideas. And the moment they see his friends get to know, okay, nobody can be this creative. So that's where we need to be, and that's how creative we need to get. So start making your dreams, do your dream, Dream MRP, sit with your host, whoever has invited you, and I'll trust me, you will see the different version of your dreams. And I think this is what I wanted to share. Yes.
So quick question, Sana.
Sorry?
Quick question. So we've been talking about Dream MRP, right? So would you mind sharing what was your Dream MRP so that people should...
Okay. It was, just general stuff for up to close to 200 crores. And we have a dream of our own private jet. So that costs around 400 crores. So that alone costs 400 crores. That's close to 600 crores.
I thought of becoming a politician or something.
Good.
Yes.
Great, Sana. I think this people should listen. The reason I asked you, because this synthetic imagination limits us. What if it will take lifetime? How does it matter, man? At least सोच के तो देखो. सोचने में क्या पैसा लगता है क्या? सोच के देखो, at least opportunities आएगा आपके सामने. But if you सोचोगे नहीं तो कैसे ही आएगा opportunity? So it's amazing stuff, Sana. Thank you so much. So now Karthik will cover the follow up of it. How to take action. Okay, go ahead, Karthik.
Yeah, definitely, Kiran. So I think last week I covered about how to get that action habit, right? We spoke about Mr. A and Mr. P. A is for activationist and P for passivationist. Okay, so I hope you remember that. So today I'll just continue and conclude this. So Mr. Like I have my own example. I was Mr. A, like activationist before, and then slowly I converted to passivationist. Okay, don't worry about the English grammar, just get the meaning of it. So when I came to Mr. P, like Mr. P unconsciously. Okay. And again, I had to go back to Mr. A. So how this happened, I'll tell you. Okay, there is this quote by John C. Maxwell, right? A great dream with a bad team is a nightmare. I'll repeat. A great dream, DREAM, with a bad team, TEAM, okay, is a nightmare. Okay, so that is what happened when I was working on my idea. Like I was an activationist. Then slowly I converted because of this team which was not supporting. I became passivationist unconsciously. See, you see this Ferrari, right? You have a Ferrari. Okay, you know how speed it can go. But if you have a Hyundai engine and a local tires, how will it be? Okay, how will be the performance? Okay, I mean, not to put down Hyundai, I myself drive a Hyundai car, but that was my situation. And I was like thinking of I have Hyundai engine is low cost maintenance is compared to Ferraris. I was thinking all that, and I was sitting in the comfort zone. But I was thinking of taking action. Okay, maybe tomorrow, let's see how. Okay, God will shower blessings or luck will come. Okay, I was thinking like that. But when I attended Vijay's session and I attended the PIM workshop, I came to know, no man, I have to take action. I have to take action, not God. I have to take action. Okay. So that's when I had to take some tough decisions emotionally, and I have to become an activationist back. Otherwise, the Ferrari is of no use, right? So, okay. So a lot of times, okay, it happens to so many of us in small things also. Let's say I want to pick up that phone call and ring some person, which is a difficult call. Okay. If I keep waiting, that fear will increase. Okay, same thing happens like in a job, like if I want to do some difficult task, if I keep waiting, oh, task is so much difficult, how can I do? That difficulty increases with that fear. So let's take like say any salesman who comes and knocks the door earlier, okay, to do a sale. If we have to do something like that, we'll be like wondering, how can I get out? How can I knock the door, man? Or no? Okay, by the time we start thinking, right, okay, we'll all the fear will come into our head. But instead, just go, knock the door, make a deal, come back. Okay, sale is done. That's it. It's so simple as that. Okay, so we need to just that action is there, right? It will not be automatic. We need to put action to start action. Action should precede action. Okay, we have to start that mental engine ourselves. Okay, so I'll just share a small screen, and we have to become initiatives, and we have to become an initiator and get some constructive ideas. See, if you see so many, like any profession or business, you see the people who have constructive ideas, people who come up with so many initiatives, I think they are the ones which have more income, right? So how can we develop that initiative habits, right? I just share my screen and show you with some points how we can develop that habit. I hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes, Karthik.
Okay. So how to develop this initiative habit, which I was talking about. Okay, be a crusader. Okay, when you see something that you believe ought to be done, pick up the ball and run. Okay, so be a volunteer. Okay, so if you want to become a volunteer, maybe something might be stopping you, thinking of taking action, or fear what does people think about, or what does people love. Okay, just you have to decide whether you have to be in the group where people are laughing, or whether you have to be in the group where people are moving ahead. Okay? You're seeking growth. Okay, so how you can grow with the action habit, how to grow this action habit. Okay, be an activationist. Okay, be someone who does things, be a doer, not a don'ter. Okay, don't wait until conditions are perfect. Okay, we wait for the perfect conditions, they will never happen. Expect future obstacles and difficulties and solve them as they arise, right? So remember, ideas alone won't bring success. Ideas have value only when you act upon them, okay? So use action to cue fear and gain confidence. Do what you fear and fear disappears. Okay, just try it and see. Okay, so start your mental engine. I was talking about starting your mental engine, right? Don't wait for the spirit to move you. Okay, take action, begin, and you move the spirit. Okay, spirit will not automatically move, maybe in horror stories, but we have to move our spirits. Okay, think in terms of now. Okay, tomorrow, next week, later. Similar words often are synonymous with the failure word never. be an I am starting right now kind of a person, right? So get down to business quickly. Don't waste time getting ready to act. Start acting instead, right? And show that you have the ability and ambition to do. Okay. So coming to the end, like we have never heard anyone complimented and praised because he doesn't disturb anyone. He doesn't take action, or he waits until he's told what to do. Have you? I don't think so, right? So yeah, this is what I wanted to share. If you listen to it and don't take action, it will be a motivation. If you take it, apply it for yourself personally, it will be an inspiration. I hope, okay, you will choose the second option. So thank you so much.
Amazing. Karthik, you complimented Sahana with the energy which she has started with. Amazingly covered. Both of you have done a great job. Yeah, thank you so much. Superb. So we'll quickly move to the next speaker. I think we have last 3 to 4 maximum speakers which we'll be taking today. So Samiksha, if you're ready, I can spotlight you.
Yeah, thank you, Kiran.
Just a second. If you're switching on your video, I can spotlight. Okay. Go ahead, Samiksha.
Let me share my screen first. Is it visible?
It's visible, yeah.
Yeah, so this is my favorite book, Rich Dad and Poor Dad, because we learn a lot from this book, and which is utmost important, that financial education. So this book is good for them who are not even also from the commerce background, so they can learn a lot of life lessons from this. So here is a author, and we all know about him. So yeah, so why financial literacy is important? So financial literacy, it results in more stable communities. It improves financial literacy improves particularly early in life. So it results in higher standard of living over the long term, including retirement plan. So what happened when you adapt these things, so you can manage your life throughout the period. So you don't need to see that the mismanagement of fund, like we have seen the various celebrities or the lottery winners, so who got more money, but they are not able to manage it, and the result is they become moneyless or bankrupt, something like that, or they get deceived by someone. So gaining financial literacy is a long-term process. So if you don't find it easy, so you can also take the assistance of institutions, and you can learn from various so you can know how to invest money, how to make your money work for you. So the importance of is it makes you financial resilience. Second, financial success. So we can see that in this pandemic time, India is surviving because of this habit, a habit of saving. But how we make in the effective manner, so the investment result in a more productive way. So prevents costly financial errors and frauds, as I discussed. If you don't know how to take your decision, how to take what to choose, what to buy, what to know, so you get deceived by someone. You don't know how to manage your own fund. It also reduces anxiety due to out of control finances. So for suppose you get a lot of money like in the lottery, so you don't know how to arrange these funds. So that you just spend all the money and you don't know how to invest and get the reward from your own money. So yeah, so the impact of recession. So as I discussed, India is winning. And so this is what Sir Robert discussed in the chapter 3, that the poor only earn and then spend. The middle class earn and they create more liabilities, like they take car loans and spend on luxurious products more. where it's talking about rich. So they firstly invest on the necessary items, and then invest their rest of money to get the reward of it. They invest in a real estate, stock, bonds, etc. A lot of things. So they get their passive income. So here is the difference. So when I was studying my bachelor honors, so I was supposed that assets are those which I can hold for the long period of time, like my house, my car, my furniture, everything. So this doubt was cleared when I read this book, that these are actually liabilities, because I'm not getting anything from that. These are the luxurious products on which I spend a lot of money, but they are not working for me. I'm not getting anything from that. Instead, asset is something which let you get some reward of it. So yeah. So what we can learn from that, we should make a basic budgeting practice, like ensure that what should be the expenses, and overexpending yourself or putting yourself in danger of falling into extreme debt or bankruptcy. For example, if you're taking a house, so the home loan, the EMI became the curse for you. Like you need to pay the EMI, and you're not getting anything from it. Like you have to work more hours, so complete your whole expenses. So this is the takeaway from this chapter. Like wealth is not so much about your level of income, but your pattern of spending. As I mentioned, rich people buy luxury last, while the poor and the middle class buy luxury first. They look for the car, they look for some luxurious products to just show off to the society. Instead, they can invest in a further way, like they can get some reward from it. So yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Amazing, Samiksha. I think you're a very creative person, and you prepare your slides very beautifully. I think people can also see that every time you bring your topic, you bring up with very wonderful set of slides and explain your topic in a very beautiful way. Great going, Samiksha. Great going. Thank you so much for sharing your topic. I think बोलने से अच्छा लोग जब देखते हैं तो उनको दिमाग में आ जाता है, how importantly summarized.
Exactly. Thank you, Kiran.
Thank you so much. Great. So we can move to the next speaker. If Shiva is available. Shiva, I think if you're available, will you speak now?
Yeah, Kiran. Kiran, I'm connecting through mobile network. I could not. See, everyone have intelligence, but people doesn't use that in the right way. And while I was going through this book, I'll share one of my live example with one of my school friend, and he was a school dropped out. And while he was in the school, and he never used to read, and when our teachers, they were asking questions, he never used to answer anything. And finally, everyone was criticizing him. And finally, what happened? He was school dropped out at 7th standard. And after some time, he left his home also. And after some years, somehow he connected me through FB. Facebook, and he gave me friend request, and I accepted this request. And after that, and after some day, he called me, Shiv, can we meet? And yeah, I told him, yeah, sure, we can meet. And one day he came near my office, and we had some half-an-hour discussion. And when I see him, I was shocked. And the way he was speaking and the body language, I was very amazed that, you are the guy who never used to, everyone used to criticize you, and everyone used to, in our colleagues and our students and all, were criticizing me, never used to read and all. And when I see, I was very shocked, and the way of communication. And yeah, I asked him how this and all happened. He told me, this and all is how you use our, see, when I was at my home, no one has taught me anything, and no one was helping me when I left my home. And he was somewhere with this unknown person, and somehow he could able to learn something and all. And he was a earning some this one. And finally he was a school dropped out, and now he's flying. He's in Italy. He's settled in Italy. And when he come to India, he'll definitely message me, Hare, we can meet. And after when I see him, I thought, Hare, everyone was criticizing him that he was a poor student and all. And see, in this topic, if you believe, if you have intelligent people, will not use in the right way. See, that he learned from that. This one, he was a school dropped out and all. And finally, after leaving home and those things and all, he gained this intelligence, and now he is a big chef in Italy. And the way the pronunciation and all, I was really shocked when he was speaking with me, and the way of fluency of English and all, I was very amazed. And by seeing him, that was the main this one, Kiran, from my this one.
Amazing, Shiva. I think the story itself speaks a lot of the big message. बहुत सारे आपके आपके circle में होंगे लोग whom you think that are not studious, but that if the desire is there, then then is what all matters. Wonderfully, Shiva. Great. So we'll move to the next speaker then. Sanjeev, you are ready with the topic, Sanjeeva?
Yes, Kiran.
Okay, awesome. So I'll just spotlight you. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi friends. Today I'm going to talk on a topic, desire, from the Think and Grow Rich book. I think you can see. Yeah. So in this topic, the author talks about a mindset of a poor man and unskilled average person who have a very big desire to do business with Thomas Alva Edison in late, I think 19th or 18th, I think. So the author very nicely describes in this book, saying that what is the mindset of this poor man. His name is Edwin C. Barnes. So this Edwin is a very poor guy, but he has a very great desire that he want to do business with Thomas Alva Edison. And he go to a city called Orange in I think New Jersey. So when he get down in that city, the author will tell his mindset. He is walking very slowly, like a very poor man kind of, but his inner mind is like a king. That means he has a thought like a king. King can do anything, right? So yeah, that kind of thought. So that time while going itself, in his mind, he thinks that he imagined like, okay, I'll go to in front of Thomas Alva Edison and I'll say that I want to do business with you. Like that, he go and he will express his desire. And obviously, Thomas Alva Edison rejects his proposal because he is not that skilled. He is not a great man. You don't have money. How you do business? So, but still, in his mind, he don't have any other thought. So the properties of his thought, he explained. This author explains, right? His thought is like this. He has a definite goal, and he is ready to put all his energy, his life, everything. So that's why he don't have any backstep. So then even he is in a mood of do or die. So that time Edison will give, but based on his mindset, his desire, Edison likes his desire. So he give a small job, saying that, okay, join as a sweeper in my office. So he joined as a sweeper in his office, but in his mind, he still has the desire. I want to do business with Edison. So he wait for 2 years. He will observe the Edison, how he do business, how his inventions and all. So one fine day, Edison has what is this? Eddie phone. He manufactured Eddie phone. He want to do business. but his marketing team will reject that, saying that we can't do this, we can't we can't do market this particular product. That time this Edwin will have a plan, because he has a desire, right? So he have a plan, he will explain the plan to Edison, so it will success. Finally, he will become his business partner. So that is his success story. After 5 years, I think he become a very rich man, and he start its own company and all. So the main intention of this here is you should have a burning desire with a definite goal, and you should not look back. So that is the one. So in this, maybe if I permit another 1 minute, I will talk about a personal story as well in this. So this is about my mother personal desire, I can say. So my mother we are 3 sons. Somehow she got a desire in her mind. My first son, I think initially she got my first son should become an engineer. So same thing she expressed in front of one of my relative mama, landlord. There he kind of insulted. He laughed, in fact. Hey, what you are thinking? You are such poor family. That time, really, my mother was agricultural labor and my father is a mason. So 3 sons, very, very poor condition. But still, my mother has that desire. My son should become an engineer. So that time, I think he may be studying just 10th class, I think. So he laughed at. He's a very big landlord. I think his son trying for engineering, I think. So, but still she did not discourage, and somehow because of that desire, finally my brother got an engineering seat in Anantapur JN2 campus. So next, the desire increased to all 3 sons. So her desire next expanded to all 3 sons. All 3 sons should become engineers. So that time slowly, I think they sacrificed many things. That is a different story. So then my second brother become engineer. When it comes to me, again, I fall down. Like that means I could not study well, but still our desire is there. So my all sons should become engineers. So somehow slowly, though I'm very poor in studies and diploma and all, so somehow it came to my mind that desire. Finally, I become a software engineer. The design drove this whole story. Like now we are 3 engineers. My first brother is a very, director in Samsung. Second brother is architect in Wipro. So I'm also a lead in one of the software company. So that means what I say, if you have a desire, that desire will, inject desire to maybe your surrounding people as well to get the success of that particular desire. So automatically the nature also will support you. That's what the story, and have a great desire and work for that. Don't look back. Finally, you'll succeed at any cost. That's all. Thank you.
Superb, Sanjeev, superb. Amazing, amazingly shared. The end was like climax. Very nicely shared. Desire itself drives every one of us, and definitely this platform will rekindle a lot of desires of people who are new and who have lost their hope and who are thinking that chalo life chal rahi hai to chalne do. We live in flow of life rather than taking control of our life. Amazingly shared, Sanjeev. Thank you so much. So I think we are end of today's book club. Before we end, couple of things. So one thing is that we'll summarize for sure, and so that you all can get the glimpse of whatever we learned in one shot for summary again. So Prakash, if you're there, you can help us summarizing.
Yeah, Kiran, I'll go with the summary. Though I'm not able to participate in, not able to speak in today's book club because of some office work, I could not prepare. So I always try to become a good listener. So that is why I try to learn from all of you. So in today's book club, Lalitaji started the book club with the topic power of association. She explained about the multiple examples from Ramayana, as well as the example about our kids. When we put our kids in the school, we make sure that the association should be correct. Then Puran talked about first step to achieve your dreams. She talked about burning desire as well as persistence towards your goal. Then Saurabh talked about the topic looking for better way from what to say when you talk to yourself. So he discussed about the how our desires disappears with time, then how we should persist to those desires. Okay. Then Girchaji talked about the law of ladder, where he talked about the importance of character. He discussed during this while explaining the law of ladder. Then Dilip Chacho and Gayatri ji talked about men are from Mars and women are from Venus. So basically, they talked about understanding the other's point of view, understanding the situation and reacting accordingly, so that you will become a wise person. You have to be in the shoe of other person who is talking to you, or you are who are you with you. Then Mahima talked about appreciating people, from how to win friends and influence people. So she has also given multiple examples that how feeling of importance is very important. She shared her father's example, that he drops her, even she refused to do so. That is what, because her father thinks that she will feel the importance of his father maybe sometime down the line. Then Vinay Singh talk about how to think big from the book Magic of Thinking Big. So he given one nice quote that no work, no problem. So you have to think big. You will face many problems, but if you think, you will be able to achieve the success. Then Kiran talked about the 5 causes of failure. There are 30, but today we talked about the 5 causes of failure, where Kiran explained about lack of well-defined purpose and aiming about mediocrity, insufficient education, lack of self-discipline, lack of persistence, uncontrolled desire for something for nothing, and lack of capital. So these many points we discussed actually. Then Sahana talked about the imagination, from Think and Grow Rich. So she explained us about the synthetic imagination, as well as creative imagination. Sahana also talked about the dream MRP and how high it is, and we have to really do much things to achieve that dream MRP that she told about. Then Karthik talked about how to get action habit. So he talked about he given some tips that how you can be you can achieve the action habit, like being a crusader, then being a volunteer, being a doer and not a don't doer. Use actions to cure fears, then start mental engine mechanically. All those things he explained. Then Samiksha talked about the financial literacy from Rich Dad Poor Dad, where she explained the cash flow of poor, middle class, and rich people. She also talked about the assets and liabilities from the Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then Shiva Kumar talked about the intelligent, and he shared a very good story of his friend who settled in Italy. Despite of having school dropped out, he is a very successful person. Okay. So basically, the power of association, he explained here that you should be very much careful about. Then at the last, Sanjeeva talk about desire from Think and Grow Rich, and he explained the mindset of poor, unskilled person with the great desire. So you should have a burning desire to achieve anything, anything. And he also narrated a very actually inspiring story of her mother, who is having a desire to have her all sons to become an engineer. So that's all about today's book club. Over to you, Kiran. Thank you.
Now you guys know who learned the most. I think whoever takes the responsibility of summarizing, he is the person who learns the most, and he is the person actually can really add a lot of value. In fact, अभी प्रकाश 3 लोगों के साथ बोलेगा, 3 लोगों को जाके बोलेगा ये 3, that's it. People will get flattened, and the kind of knowledge Prakash is earning, I'm sure, I don't know how many people are really getting what he's getting. So amazing, Prakash. You do a really great job. I'm expecting at least few more people will take up this responsibility in upcoming book club, and then they can also get the maximum benefit out of it. Great. So we are